Hey Libra, this is Tina with 85th House Vibrations, and this just in. This is where we get all up in other folks' business about love and relationships. Libra, I am using the Deviant Moon Tarot, and this is by Patrick Valenza. I thought this would be the perfect deck. It's kind of dark and creepy, and the moon is currently in Scorpio. I love it. I wish I could use this deck all the time. I could if I wanted to, but I just thought it would be particularly special while the moon is in Scorpio. So Libra, before we get started, a handful of you Libras have been working on a project, I believe, with a family member, a friend turned business partner. Libra, you're manifesting the month of April. I'm not, and that could be in love or money. I think this is more about money though. I don't know. We're going to see what the cards are looking like for love, but, I feel like somebody comes up, whether it be you or the other person, with a bright idea, and all the BS that you've encountered up to this point is cut clean through. Yeah, I just feel like the information is clear and precise, or this new idea is something that's very clear and precise. It's gonna come out of nowhere. And for those of you, like I said, who have been working on some project with somebody close to you, and we just had a full moon in your sign. Oh yes, Libra, things become very, very clear. Probably in relationships too. Now, whether or not it's going to be something that feels good to you or not is to be determined. But I just got this feeling, Libra, that those of you who have been involved with working on some project with somebody who's close to you, I think you're going to start seeing the benefits of that this month. All right. All right, Libra. Okay, so I cut the cards. I'm going to pull 3 cards because I am a 3-card junkie. For those of you who have stuck around during my hiatus, thank you. I'm so glad you waited. And for those of you who are new, welcome. And I know I didn't say this for some of the other signs. Also, I forgot for Leo and Virgo to look at the bottom card. Let's take a look at the bottom card. All right. The Lovers reverse. Weird, because I just said, somebody that you've been working with, I feel like you're going to cut through bullshit and things will be lucrative this month. The Lovers reverse suggests something different, that there's still some sort of decision to be made, and that maybe you guys still aren't seeing eye to eye, and maybe on today you aren't, but as the month progresses, maybe things will become more clear. And let's see what the other cards have to say. So the first card is the Page of Pentacles. You get some news around money, how to make that money. The next card is the Judgment card. Final decision being made. This is a relationship reading. I think that this is something that you're working on with somebody that you're in a relationship with. And the last card is the 6 of Pentacles reversed. I had to take a look at that off just to see what that was. It's the 6 of Pentacles reversed. Okay. All right. So, Libra, what I feel like it is that in a relationship, and I feel like there's some things that are underlying where money is concerned. I think you're going to get some information. There's going to be a final decision made, and it's going to bring you back to life. It's like, you've been sleeping, and now the horn blows. It's like, what's the song they used to say in the army? I can't get him up, I can't get him up, I can't get him up in the morning. Well, you're about to get up, about to wake up. You get some news, Libra, that is going to wake you clean up. And I think what the news is you're going to find out that whether in a relationship, and I'm sorry, Libra, but I'm so not really picking up intimate relationships. I'm picking up close relationships for sure, but I don't know that they are intimate relationships. Possible. I don't see any cuts here though. Anyway, Libra, I feel like that you or somebody that you are dealing with finds out that they've been doing all of the work. There hasn't been that give and take, which is why we saw the Lovers reversed on the bottom of the deck. And I feel like that this is something that has been going on. But what I truly feel is that in the month of April, I feel like that this is something that has been going on up to this point. But I think that is going to change in the month of April. Where there has not been reciprocity, damn, I can't say it. Where there has not been an even exchange of give and take. I usually say this word all the time because it's my favorite damn word, reciprocity. Mercury's in retrograde, so I definitely have a place to point the finger. Anyway, so where there has not been an even exchange, and I do definitely feel like this is money wise. Somebody has been giving, and somebody has been taking. What has to happen though is, even if you are crazy about this person or they are crazy about you, whomever it is that's doing the giving, you can't keep doing that because you're going to cripple the person that you're giving to. They may not even be using you. They just may be counting on you, or you may not be using them. You may be counting on them. But then again, you could be. But to continue to do that, to continue to give, to continue to support without anything in exchange, you can only give so much before you become depleted. All right? So whomever is on the receiving end, they're not really being helped by all of the help, if that makes any sense. So like I said before, we just had a full moon in your sign. Everything becomes clear. The anxiety, the fears, but also the intuition is heightened. Things come to you in your dreams. All the subconscious matter is brought up. And this is in regards to relationships. Libra, in your case, of any sort. The time has come to make a decision. If you've been putting it off, I said this in my what reading was that? I think that was my weekend forecast reading, and I was talking about how the moon was going to be full in Libra, but it was making a square to Saturn and Capricorn. Saturn and Mars conjunct in Capricorn. And what I was saying about that is you're not going to have time to weigh your options. You're not going to have time to make a decision. That full moon in Libra or that full moon we just had in Libra wanted to be able to weigh its options and write out, the pros and the cons. And no time. Saturn and Mars conjunct in Capricorn was saying, ain't nobody got time for that. Let's do what we got to do, and keep it moving. And I think that's what's happening for you, Libra, in any relationship that you might be in. The decision is going to be made, whether you make it or whether somebody else makes it. And it's going to be made right now. That decision has already been made. Like I said, I felt like when I pulled these cards that this was something that has already been going on. So Libra, if you've been feeling a little unsettled because you weren't able to weigh the pros and the cons about a particular thing, time's up. If you haven't already made a decision, make it. If your partner hasn't already made a decision, stop giving, because you're not helping that person by doing that. And I think that the way you're going to find out is that some news comes to you. And that news could be via this tarot reading. This Page of Pentacles is a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn energy. This is somebody who is really moving towards being solid in what they do. If this is somebody who's bringing you the news, or this could be you or your partner. But this is somebody who is examining how to be solid. They've been a little bit in the dark, but the full moon gave them some ideas as to how they could be solid in whatever it is they do in order to manifest, in order to make things concrete, in order to get their hands on something tangible. So, like I said, if you've been him-hawing around, Libra, I love you to death. My oldest son is a Libra, but sometimes nobody's got time for you to be doing that back and forth, because time is still ticking, and life is still going on. So if that's the case with you, if you don't make a decision, the decision is going to be made for you, and that could get tricky. So don't let that be the case. Don't allow it. Go ahead and make a decision that you can somewhat control, rather than letting the universe or somebody else make a decision for you. But I sincerely think, Libra, it's going to be all good. And whomever's been doing all the back scratching is finally going to get their just due, because up until this point, it's been an uneven balance of who's doing the most investing, who's putting in all the work, who's bringing the most to the table. Well, that comes to an end this month. And that's the way I see it, Libra. So thank you guys for tuning in. And if anybody would like to get a private reading with me, my information should be linked, or should be in the description box. Thanks, and I hope to talk to you guys again next month.